My name is Feldmann. I'm specialized in SOTIF and my role is safety engineer. Our team, the SOTIF team, makes sure that the vehicle itself or the whole system acts safe in the intended functionalities. My professional experience and technical background goes back to physics. I studied physics and I did a PhD in physics, so I have this analytical background which is perfect for safety. So I transitioned into functional safety, worked for various OEMs and then transitioned slowly into SOTIF. This SOTIF standard is called safety of the intended functionality. So it looks on, we call that vehicle level. You look at the vehicle and then you say, what can it do? There are definitions of what it should do, like let's say having a left turn, having a right turn, driving forward, following a lane. The SOTIF standard wants to make sure that these requirements or these informations are actually safe. We go into scenario-based testing. We have to develop something to find triggering condition, which is all environmental conditions that come from the outset that can impact the safety of the vehicle. And all the insufficiencies, which means the camera cannot see in the dark, right? So it needs light. LiDAR has problems with some weather conditions. The radar has problems with reflections. These things we have to analyze and we have to say, okay, where is an issue? And when there is an issue, we have to mitigate it. So it has to define mitigation strategies, saying, okay, here's an issue, we have a problem here. It does something wrong. Why is that? And then we have maybe to refine requirements. You say, okay, we specify things differently on the high level where we have the concept, or we say, yeah, okay, we need a camera with a higher resolution. Otherwise, we cannot make sure it's safe. And of course, the whole argumentation into the validation part. How do we validate the whole system? Saying like, how many kilometers do we have to drive? Which type of scenarios we have to make sure that our system is safe? And also as requirements in the field testing that says like, okay, we have to monitor the field testing. Even if the car is already on the road driving like with certification, we have to keep this up to that SOTIF says as well. The standard gives just a framework. It gives a list of methods, but it doesn't tell you exactly what to do. So we have to come up with how do we actually do it. We have a lot of meetings, of course, because we need to align with the other teams, with developers, with the hardware team, with the sensor team, and so on. But we have to also conceptualize certain things that are required in the standard, and that requires a lot of thinking. So thinking is a big part of it as well, so that we just sit down and put our brains there and think, how do we actually make things safe in our specific use case. Autonomous driving is a highly interesting field. We want to be safer in the world, so autonomous driving should be a way to make streets also safer. It's important, it's nice, and it's also fun to tackle the challenge.